Well, hello everybody and good morning as it is here in the UK. We're progressing, aren't we? Progressing at a pace actually with our kind of, I don't want to say it's a journal, folio journal, because I've done those till I'm blue in the face. But we're now busy on our third. This was the first one, I think. Second one. And this is our third one. This is my prototype. This is the one that I stitch around. So I'll just show you quickly what I've done with that. I've only done half the page so far. We'll get the rest of the page done, or signature, whatever you want to call it, in the next one. So this is a big false envelope, and it opens up like that, and it's got loads of journaling space and just some kind of useful bits in there. So that just folds over, that comes over and it velcros down top and bottom. Here you've got a little acetate window with a little tag in it. What happens next? That flaps up and we've got a pocket here, a little thing in it. This is a belly band with a pocket and a little thing in it. Journaling card. That folds down, that folds out. Then we've got a pocket here, side pocket, and a little tag in there, and some journaling there. So that's what we're going to be attempting to do today. I think I've got all my pieces cut and ready to go. Who knows? Well, I do. We will have forgotten something. I will have forgotten something. So let's just take some measurements from this one so we can get right. So I've used this piece of paper, which is gorgeous, and I've backed it completely with the card I'm using for journaling, and it measures 8 inches by 11 3/4, but you could easily get away with 11.5, you know, just a piece of US letter paper. So our first, don't all fall off. Why do you want to all fall off? Silly things. So yeah, the first one is at 2 3/4, and then the next one is 3 3/4. So 2. I'm at it again, can't remember what I'm doing. Let's get the scoreboard, which I've just buried under something else. Right, here we go. So, which side did I have up is the question. I had, yeah, this side here. Right, okay. So I want 2 3/4. I'm putting it in like this, and I'm marking 2 3/4. It comes to 11 3/4, so that's make the maths easy. So that's 3/4, 1 3/4, 2 3/4. That's never right in a million years, is it? It's 2.5. 2.5. So 3/4, 1 3/4, 2, 2.5, which comes out at 9.5. Let me just really check that. Yeah, okay. So make sure you're square on your board, and we'll score down there like so, and then you can fold that in. Yeah, it's folding in nicely, lovely, like that. And then I'm just going to pop that bit there, and my base piece measures 5.5. So I've got that folded off, I've pushed that into the corner, and now I'm going to measure 5.5 and score that, which I should have scored on the other side. Never mind, that's all right. We can do it again. 5.5. 5.5. Okay. So that piece should now fold over. It's nice and square. Lovely. That's that. So that's the basis of our envelope made. So that wasn't too painful, was it? Let's see if I can get that back in that hole there. Yeah, lovely. So let's just round those corners off. Sorry, I just got distracted. There's someone at the door. And I don't know who. So I'm using my biggest... Why don't you want a clip? Who knows? Sometimes these things just don't want to work. There we go. Right. So that's just rounded those off. Now is your time to stitch or ink if you want to. And they overlap there just by a little bit, but enough. So I'm going to put some Velcro on there. Let's see where I left my Velcro. Did I put it? I put it away. My goodness me, what's going on? I don't know. So I'm going to put 2 of the clearer ones, the sort of rough ones, up there in that corner. If you're going to stitch round first before you put your Velcro on. Otherwise you might cut the Velcro in half, sort of thing, when you stitch it. And then take the fluffy bit and put it down on top of there, sticky side up. And that goes to there. There we are. And then just hold that closed, fold that over, and there's your Velcro. Your envelope Velcroed together. Right, I'm going to be a really good girl, as I always am, and put those away so I know where to find them next time, although I am running out. Right, that's them away. Okay, so what we need to do now is decorate it a little bit. So, where's my pile of stuff? Here it is. Where's the bits I laid out to decorate? Huh. You'd think they'd be somewhere. Ah, yes. Here they are. So I've got a Christmas tree. That's too big for there. Do they fit in there? Do they, heckers like? Oh, well, see? First problem encountered. Right, let's go and have a look for something that will fit in there. Oh, got things jumping at me. Anything there, do you think? Too big. Too big. No, I could live with that, I guess. What does it measure, did we say? 2 and something, wasn't it? 2 1/4. What does that measure? Yeah, just on the 2 1/4. But I'll take that, that's fine. Pop these back. I have fussy cut loads. But as you can see, I've still got quite a lot that I could fussy cut. I'll just pop you on pause while I fussy cut this, because you just don't need to see it. Right, I've fussy cut that out, and I've gone to place it on there, and it is actually just a touch too wide. But if I turn it like that, that's so close to be close enough for me. So I didn't put the lid on my glue last night. That's not good. But But there we are. I think I'm getting to the end of this bottle of glue actually, which is no surprise because I've used it a lot. It's a remarkable thing. Just keeps going. Right, so let's. So I want that so far over as I can get it. Just about there. Look at that. Excuse me. That just fits there perfectly, just like it was made for it. That's marvellous. And I swapped out the Christmas tree for this little bauble. Or ornament, or Jania tells me, they're also called Christmas bowls. But I'll stick with bauble just because that's how I know them. But if you're wondering what on earth a bauble is, they are also, I believe, called ornaments and Christmas bowls. So that's what I'm talking about. Another grey day here, but you know, we are heading up towards November. So can't really expect anything too sunny, I don't think. Be a bit weird if it was sunny. There we go. So that's those two on. Then we need our pocket, which I should have here somewhere. I've cut everything out now, I can't find a blessed thing. There, that's it, I think. Does that look the same size as that? I think so. Let me just check. Let me just check in my pile of pileness. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, okay. So, if you're stitching or inking, now's the time, guys. But I'm just going to stick that on there, like that. So I'm just going to stick it around the three sides. I've got a little thumb notch in it, and I'll give you the exact measurements in a moment when I've glued it. No gussets, no fancy work, no tricks, just a straightforward pocket. So I'm just going to bring that in from each end a little bit and up from the bottom just a little bit. That's like the way it looks when it's up from the bottom a wee bit. There we go. Lovely. So that's that in place, and it measures 5 1/4 by 2 7/8, nearly 3. I think you could say 3. Right, so that's that. Stick down, and then I've got a couple of pieces, 3 pieces that I want to put in there. Where are you? These ones. So these are just straight from the book. I've just cut them out of the cutter parts in the book. There's that one which probably at some stage will stamp on, I imagine, but they're all backed and stenciled. I'll slide these in here, but fairly carefully because that glue hasn't had time to set. Then this one from the Memoirs of, which I really like, and I might also stamp on that one at some stage. And then this tag, which I've just put some twine round. I haven't put a charm on that because of the thickness issue. So that's the 3 tags that go in there. That folds over like that, that folds like that. And that's our envelope. So let's do that to our prototype and then see what we need to do. Yes, we need a little acetate window to go down here. And this is the paper that I've chosen, this one. And it measures, you need a pen and paper with you really when you're watching this, I think. 2 3/4 by 4. And then I've put a 1/2 inch frame around it with acetate. And I'm just going to pop that there. Like that. No thumb notch in it. Just straight up, straight pocket. There we go. So this one I want central on this sort of pocket here, this sort of piece. So about there. About there. Try and get it square up with that edge there, and then you'll be alright. Lovely. And then we've got a little tag that goes in there. But which tag is it? Is it that one? No, I don't think so. Oh, it's this one here. And on this one I have put some twine and a little charm. It's a little candy cane, it's cute. And that just goes down into there. Wouldn't recommend doing it until everything's dry, but what's the worst that can happen? It can get stuck in there. So that's kind of the envelope made. Right, so now we need to do the flippy flop, make it into a flippy flop. So I've taken another piece of card, this piece, and I want it to measure 9 that way, which it does just about, it's a touch over actually, and by 12. So let's just make sure that is 9. Otherwise it's going to send everything skew. Yeah, well that was near as that. So it pretty much was 9. Okay, now then, the next bit is kind of the important bit really. My paper is directional. So I'm holding it this way with the top at my top. Come on, chair, move. That's it. And I want this to be the outside. This is me thinking, I'm thinking. So I need to score it at 6. No, let's not do that. Let's not all fall over. No, I'm not going to score it at 6. That was an erroneous thing to tell you. What I am going to do is score it 1 inch in on the top. So I'm putting the 12-inch side down the side, 9-inch across the top, and I'm going to score it 1 inch all the way along. There we go. And which way does this need to be? It's a good job I've got my... And then I'm going to fold it in half, which will give us 2 6-inch pieces. See, that's not exactly square. There we go. But that is not square at all. I don't know why that's like that. Probably a bit too cavalier instead of really taking time. So I'm going to cut that there just to square it up. Let's see what that measures. Yeah, it's a touch less than 9, but it'll be fine. Right, so this is going to be the inside of our signature. This is going to be the outside. So I need to leave this piece on here, but on the back I'm going to trim along where I scored that line. Up to the centre where we folded it over. So right up to the centre. and then down this, probably easier to see on here, down the centre line. There we go. So that goes like that. This folds over, the inch that you scored at the top, folds over like that. And then we're going to attach our envelope onto there. Just like that. That's just a touch over 8, which is not helping my cause too much, but never mind. That's what we're going to do. So let's get some glue on here. I'm going to use Collall in case I have to just shift it around a little bit, which is a possibility. It's not going right to the corners here, so you don't need to put glue right up to the corners, but you do want it over all where the envelope's going to go. Wait, stay like that. So centre that on there as best you can, like that. Lovely. Give that a good press down. And then that's going to fold up. Then we've got that, which you barely notice, to be honest, because it's the same as this. So I'm just going to hold that like that, and I'm just going to use my knife and cut out these bits at the side that you can see, because I don't want them. And across the top as well. So there we are, we've just made our back and our hinge. Cleverly. Sneakily. There we go. Oh, that could do with another little bit off, I think. That's okay. Right, so there we are. Put the blade away. Oh, calamity. Right, so we've got our envelope. It's the right way up. It flips up like that. Perfect. That's the right way up. Everything's okay. Phew. Right, now let's move along then. So the next thing I want to do is, on the back of here, I want to just add a little torn pocket, which is this one. And as you can see, I've just torn along the top, just for a bit of interest really. And I'm going to pop that there. That's what I'm going to do. Oh dear. I'll give you the measurements for this in a sec. But really, it can be any measurement you like. It's just for the sake of adding something to this page, really, without it adding too much bulk. So I want this fairly straight. Oh, too far over there. There we go. I think that's all right. So it measures 3 1/4 across and 2 3/4 in depth. So that's that, and I've made a little tag for in there. If I could remember which one would be good. That one maybe? Does that fit in? Yeah, that fits in just about. Ooh, it's tight. That one fits in better. But I'm not sure that that was the one I had there. Doesn't matter anyway, that's in there now. Right, so that's that done. It's, you know, it's easy. That piece is so easy. Then here we've got a belly band. Now I'm using this paper. And I'm going to use this side of it. And I know you can't see it very well on here, but there will be a big journaling card going behind there, so you will be able to see it. And it's a little bit shorter than the page. It measures just a touch over 7.5 by 3.5. And I've done that because I quite like it when they're in a little bit from the top and the bottom. So if I hold that up there on something that's going to hold it, let's try the glue. You can see that's the crease there. So I'm going to start it about there and end it about there. And if you want to ink, now is your choice, your chance. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. Well, quite a bit of glue. When I say a little bit on a belly band, I actually mean quite a bit, because there's only these two bits that hold it in place. So fair whack of glue along there. And along there. Right, so now we want to get this fairly central. I think that doesn't look too bad. That's an 1.25 inches to there. And that's 1 1/8 inches. That's all right. I'm not going to cry about that. So give that a good press. Doesn't look straight, actually. Does not look too straight. That's better, I think. Right, so give that a good firm bone folding. There we go. And then, what happens then? Oh, what's that? Don't know. It's a pocket. We need another pocket piece, which I felt pretty sure I had, and now can't find. There it is. He's my favourite guy. He's the guy, the gingerbread guy, and he's going to go on there. He's just so gorgeous. And I've taken a little thumb notch out of him just so it's decoration more than anything. He measures 3.25 by a touch over 3. I'm just going to pop him there. So let's glue him in place. So we're adding additional pockets for decoration, really. But also you do get a little bit of journaling in, I suppose. There we go. So he's going to go fairly centrally, widthwise, on the page, on the belly band. Push him down. And that might just fit in there. I'd laid that out for some purpose. Oh, it looks a bit tight. It looks a little bit tight to me. I think I'm going to have to trim a bit off that to to get it to fit. It's just not having it. So trim off these edges. And the same on the other side. The bottom doesn't look straight now, oh my goodness me. That's better, surely. So that's just good. Yeah, that's better. That's still tight, you know. But that's fine. That's great. Right. So that's that. So that's that page. So the only one we've got left now is this one. Oh, I forgot to put my belly band, my journaling card in there. So I've got this one with the snowman on. He's lovely. And he's just had a rough night of it by the looks of it. He's just going to go fit into there perfectly like that. And then you get to see why I've used that same card, because it does stand out now once we've got the journaling card in. So that looks nice. And then we've just got, for the half that we're doing, just this one to do. So let's turn over it. Ah, right. Ah, yes, I remember. I put a bit of card away because I couldn't see what I was going to use it for. And now I remember, so. Right, I found the card. I have located it. This is the piece that I was after. And it's going to form a pocket in there. And it measures a touch over 5.5 by 4 3/4. So the height is the 4 3/4 one. And it's going to go there, like that, just in and up a little bit. So let's glue that. It's all very straightforward. I don't know if you guys like it better when I've got all the pieces prepped and cut out for you so you can just see it coming together, or you like the longer version of me struggling over which piece to choose for where. Please let me know in the comments. You know, if you think they're long enough as they are and you've seen enough of me for one day, then I will continue to do it this way, you know, have everything prepped, ready to rock, so I can just give you the measurements and stick everything down. Or you like to see the struggling Miss P over-analysing everything. Right, so let's put that there, just up from the bottom and just in from each side, like so. And press that down. Let's just flip that up out of the way so I can get that pressed down properly. There we are. And then I've got a little pocket for the side. So it measures however high this pocket is, this is how tall your side pocket is. And that's going to go there and have something tucked in it. So I've already fussy cut the bow and I've put a thumb notch in. So you can see we're kind of sticking with the turquoises, the aquas, the teals in this signature, and I quite like it. I haven't got masses more of that paper, so I might have to get inventive or use another piece of paper from somewhere else. I don't know. We'll see. There we go. So that goes right on the edge there. Edge of that pocket, like that. Lovely, and we'll give it a press down. Don't know what that is there. No idea. It's a little mark of some sort. I think it might have been glue or something, I don't know. Anyway, I don't want it, so I'll get rid of that. There we go. Anyway, there's our 2 pockets. So just make sure that you haven't stuck this onto the back, because you need that big pocket at the back. And then we've got some bits to put in, and this is straight from the kit. It's just a cut apart. Haven't backed it because it's already got pretty on the back that you can journal on, so don't need to do anything with that. That just goes in there. And then this one also from the paper pad. And I've just tied a bow and put a charm on there, and that's going to go into there like that. So there we have it, guys. There's our half, it goes that way, half of this signature made. So I hope you could follow the instructions. I hope they were clear enough. I'm going to ponder what to do about this, because as you can see, it's just a little bit too long, and it kind of displeases me. I'm wondering if I opened it and cut off a tiny little sliver, maybe I could get away with that. I don't know. I'll let you know in the next one what I decided to do. But that's this half of the one done. We'll come back next time and do the other half, and then that'll be 3 signatures done. And I think I've decided to do 4, just down to the papers that I've got, really. I don't want to sort of run out, and we'll see how inventive I get with the other turquoises. Who knows? All right, guys, thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye.